Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello. If you're new, make sure that you subscribe before you leave. That way you'll never miss out on another video. Okay, so today's the last day of my little series that I was doing where I was doing a Zodiac predictions reading video for every single Zodiac sign. So I've already done all of them. Today is the last one, which is Capricorn. I'm sorry you guys had to wait, but now we're finally done. We're finally going to get to you, Capricorns. So if your birthday falls between December 22nd through January 19th, you are a Capricorn. You guys are very naturally goal-oriented. You guys very naturally work very, very hard. Now, the crystal of your choice would be a black obsidian. I have here a black obsidian bracelet. You guys see me wearing this all the time. If you guys are interested, I actually hand make these, and they're up on my website right now on my Etsy store. So I'll leave the link down below if you guys are interested. But black obsidian really brings out your natural capabilities, your natural talents and gifts and psychic abilities. And not to mention, black obsidian absorbs negative energy and then transmutes it into positive energy. That's why you see me wearing this all the time, especially when I'm doing my readings. So if you guys are interested in black obsidian, you guys can head over to my store or check out your local metaphysical store, your local crystal shop. They should always have black obsidian crystals. So I already pre-shuffled the cards so that we don't have to spend so much time waiting. And let's just get into it. Let's just dive right in. All my Capricorns, what's going on in 2020? What's coming in? What does it look like? I already see a pretty good pattern of what's going on. This is nice. This is very, very nice. I'm really excited for you, Capricorns. Okay, so in the year 2020, I feel like you're going to reevaluate a lot of what you believe in, a lot of your belief systems, your lifestyles, a lot of the choices you've made in the past. You're kind of going to reevaluate it and change it. I feel like you're going to change up a lot, and it's a liberating energy. It's like you're going to liberate yourself from toxic belief systems you had, from just traumatic things you were holding on to. There's a huge release, and it's no longer you caging yourself up in a box. I feel like you're going to really expand your knowledge and your consciousness in this year that is coming up. Another thing I see is the number 5 and gilded regret. Something is going to change that you regret, that you regretted. Either something you missed out on, or maybe there was a childhood memory where you wanted something and you didn't get it. Definitely something that you kind of spent your life thinking about on and off. Maybe it was something small, maybe it was something big, that you regretted not obtaining that, or you regretted missing that, or something that it was a regretful experience, but it was something that you wanted. And I feel like you're gonna get it. In the year 2020, it was like maybe like, I'm gonna give a silly example. Like, you were a child, you went on vacation with your mom and dad, and you saw churros for the first time ever. It's actually a personal story. So I wanted churros. I saw it for the first time, and I was like, I want churros. They look so good. They smell so good. I saw it at the flea market. All the kids had it. They were eating it, and they just looked like they were having a blast, and I wanted it. Like, I didn't know what it was, but it just looked so good. It smelled so good. And when I asked my dad was a horrible man, okay? He's not in my life anymore. He hasn't been in my life for a long time, and let me tell you why. So when I asked for it, he told me that it was beef, and we're not allowed to eat beef. And so he was like, yeah, it's beef. I'm not going to buy it for you. And so my whole life, up until a few years ago, I thought churros was beef and that I wasn't allowed to eat it. Well, I mean, I've kind of tried it now. I've tried beef now just because I wanted it to be my decision. But I don't eat it. But I did want to try it based off of me wanting to experience it for myself and making that decision for myself, which is something that I think that's the kind of energy that I'm getting from you guys, is like, you guys are going to get that thing that you missed out on, or that thing that you weren't allowed to have, and now you're going to get a taste of it, you're going to experience it, and then from there you're going to decide if you want to keep this in your life or you don't. That's a huge energy that I'm getting for the year 2020. I hope that I explained it so it made a little bit of sense. The number 5, again, the outsider. So whatever this opportunity was that you missed out on, you felt like an outsider. Like you felt like everybody else tried it, everybody else got to do it, everybody else got to experience it, and you didn't. In all your life, I feel like you felt like the outsider. And in the year 2020, you're not going to feel like the outsider anymore. I feel like you're going to feel like you have control now over the decision to do something or not do something. You know now that you have full control in that decision, and it gives you power and it gives you strength and it gives you a lot of confidence next year. And another thing that you really want to pay attention to in this card is this little boy is looking on the other side of the fence because he wants something that is on the other side. But he doesn't see that that lock is completely open. All he needs to do is pull it down. Like the door is open. The locks are open. It's just a lot of self-taught fears and self-taught things we put in front of our face, or maybe other people trained us to believe. And so the lock will be open our whole life, and we won't just, you know, push the door and go in because of all these other stupid fears we have. So I feel like that's something that is really going to change. A lot of fears are going away for you in the year 2020. It's a lot of change in who you are, confidence-wise and strength-wise, and like courage-wise and willpower-wise. Like it's a huge boost in those areas of your life. And you're breaking the chain. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. I feel like this was something that had to do with your childhood. Definitely something that you were taught as a child, and you're gonna break the pattern. And I feel like it was something that maybe your parents believed too, and then your parents' parents, and like everybody. It was like something that might have been passed down from ages and ages, and then you're finally breaking the pattern, and you're just saying like, you know what, I want to kind of follow a little bit of a different path. So you're breaking the next year. Expect yourself to break a lot of patterns that you didn't want to be stuck in. You know, you finally have the courage to break out of it. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So this is something else that is a very heavy, strong energy. So you know how sometimes when something happens, a lot of people go to a shaman, or they'll go to a priest, you know, for a prayer, or they'll go to a healer, or, you know, a Baba or something, you know, and I feel like a lot of people believe that that power that they hold is greater than the power they hold, and like you have to go outside of yourself to fix the situation or fix whatever, a remedy or whatever, you know, or to get a divination done or whatever. But in the year 2020, I see you doing a lot of your own divination. I see you doing a lot of your own healing work, a lot of your own magical rituals. I just see you tapping into your own power a whole lot, where you're not going to need outside influence, outside help, outside advice. I feel like you're really, really going to tap into that, like the shaman within you is kind of what I want to say. So that's actually really, really exciting. Let's go ahead and see what other cards came up. When I was shuffling, there was a lot of cards that came through. So let's see what the messages are. Projections, surrender, resentment, fertility, stubbornness, yearning, and then there's a whole lot more cards. Okay, projections. So your reality is going to change in 2020 because what happens within us happens outside of us. So I feel like there was a lot of chaos and resentments and stubbornness and longing and yearning. It was just like this feeling of everything you wanted was outside of yourself. Everything you wanted was over there. Everything you wanted was not attained yet, you know? But, and the more you felt that inside, the more you projected it in your 3D, your outer physical reality. And in 2020, that inner dialogue is going to change. I feel like you're going to surrender these resentments. You're going to project a whole new reality. And you're going to be the creator of your reality. Fertility, you create, right? You're going to create new life. You're going to create a new life for yourself. Maybe you might even create actual new life and have a baby. But definitely new life coming in, whether it's in the form of a baby or you just truly creating new projections that you're projecting out into your world. A lot of the things that you were longing for, a lot of the things that you felt like were over there or that were not obtained yet, you're going to feel this special connection to it now, where you're going to be able to manifest these things really, really fast. You're going to create it in your reality really, really fast. So I see a lot of things that were on hold that you wanted. Those things are going to come into fruition, and you're going to finally obtain them. Another thing I see is you decluttering. You're going to be decluttering your life, your house, your mind. It's a lot of decluttering, getting rid of negativity, toxic things, just stuff, you know, junk that's been laying around. That's a huge thing. Another thing I see is that in that decluttering process, you're going to uncover a lot of treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. So I feel like you may find something that is going to be worth a lot of money, or you're really going to, the more and more you declutter, the more and more you're going to declutter your mind. You know, the more and more you declutter your physical environment, the more your mind is going to feel cleaner and cleaner and cleaner. And because of that, you're going to uncover this treasure that is called mental clarity, that I feel like you guys are really, really longing for some mental clarity, to think straight, you know, to be able to know what you want, when you want, and to be able to make a decision and not doubt it, not fear it. These are the energies that are coming in. Begin now. Take your first step. Don't wait until next year. Start the decluttering process now. Like, start from something small. Start from your purse or your wallet. Start from your car, maybe. But decluttering is a huge must, because it's really going to help you. It's really going to clear out a lot of energy that is kind of holding you back from that transformation that you want. A fresh new way of living emerges. So a lot of blocks I see are going to go away in the year 2020 because of all this clearing you're doing. It's a new transformation. And I feel like a huge aspect of you is going to die. Like, when I say that, I mean, like, there was a lot of toxic aspects of yourself that you did not like, and you have been working on it, and you have been becoming aware of it and really doing rituals to heal yourself and everything. And in 2020, you're really going to see a transformation. Like, you're going to rise above the ashes. Like, I feel like all the work that you're doing, it's like you burning yourself down, and you're burning all the negativity away, kind of like that. And now, from all the ash of all that negative shit, you're going to arise so much more beautiful, so much more lightweight, you know, so much more just flowing effortlessly, like a bird, just free. You're going to feel free. You're not going to feel like this heavy burden weighing you down. And I also see that it's really going to help you tap into your spirituality when it comes to believing in something bigger, whether it's you believing in your higher self, the universe, God, whatever it is. But you're going to find like a new, powerful, very deep connection with something bigger. It's almost like a huge spiritual journey that I feel like has already started for you guys. Stay focused. Another thing I see is that because of all this stuff that's going on, you're going to find so much mental clarity that you're going to be able to stay focused now, where I feel like before you would get distracted. Any little thing would come up and you'd get distracted from your goal, from like your positive attitude would even get distracted by little things. But expect that to stop, and you're really going to stay focused on being positive next year. Something else that I see is breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. So there's something that you have been working on. And I feel like in next year, expect promotions, growth in your career, growth in your business, growth in financial income, opportunities, just growth and success. And I feel like you've really been planting the seeds, and it's coming into fruition. This card just affirms what I was saying before, where you are really going to go beyond this illusion of our world. Like, I feel like you have been kind of stuck in that, you know, we have to go to school, get a 9-to-5 job, get married, have kids, and that's what a normal human life is supposed to be. But now you're coming out of that, and you're questioning things, and you are questioning your life, and just questioning, like, why do we need to do it that way? But I don't want to do it that way. So you're going beyond illusion, and you're surrendering to something higher because of that awareness that's coming into your mind. I feel like your crown chakra and your third eye chakra is going to be very, very much awakened next year. You're going to be very connected with the universe, with source, with the divine. And it's going to come so effortlessly, right? Yeah. So it's going to come very easy. It's going to come very, very easy to you guys. Like I just did right there. Like I couldn't pronounce the word, right? It's that kind of energy coming in, like where something is harder to do if you do it a certain way, but there's a shortcut. And I feel like in 2020, you're going to find a lot of these shortcuts. Like I said, things are going to just become easier for you. Instead of saying this word, I said a word that was easier and probably you could even understand better, you know? So that's another energy that's coming in. You're going to find easier, more shortcut ways to navigate life next year. Surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can do to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. So you're no longer going to be so obsessed with the outcome, or like if this is going to happen, when it's going to happen, if you're going to manifest this, when are you going to manifest it, how are you going to manifest it. I feel like you are becoming obsessed with these thoughts, which comes to our next card, obsession. So you are becoming obsessed with the end result and why you don't have it and the lack of it and when is it coming, how is it coming, you know, all of these things were creating blocks. So in 2020, expect to find yourself grounding yourself, connecting this. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to connect your mind to source, the universe, and you're going to ground your feet, your root chakra, to the earth, you know, to our mother nature. Now what happens is, I'm sure you've heard as above, so below. So when you're connected above, so is your physical reality going to project that, and your reality will become that. So I feel like that's another energy that's coming in, is you're going to be very grounded and just connect as above, so below, as within, so without. Remember that. Like I feel like it's going to be a mantra for you next year. You're really going to see how that is so aligned with who you're going to become and what's going to come into your life. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits, and soul tribe. I also see you finding a new tribe, people who are genuinely going to really care about you and really show you how much they care. They're going to show you, like they're going to pour out love to you. It's a new tribe. It's a new group of people that are more aligned with the community that you want to be in. I feel like you've been searching for a new group of friends maybe that kind of just you could have deeper, more enriched conversations. And that's exactly what you're going to find. And the last few cards that came up in your reading is completion, flowering, and the creator. So very, very strong energies of you connecting to something spiritual, something very, very powerful, and like you becoming the shaman, you know, you becoming the tarot reader. You don't have to go outside of yourself anymore to find divination, to find answers, to find help and guidance. Now I feel like you're really, in 2020, you're really going to figure out and tap into that energy within yourself and do a lot of these divinations for yourself. And because of that, a lot of open projects are going to come into completion. A lot of things that were left open, conversations, maybe relationships, healing that needed to happen, you know, just a lot of things that needed the completion. It's going to happen because you're going to bring it to completion using your own power. You're going to bloom into your own power in the year 2020. So expect it to be a very, very beautiful, majestic year for you guys. To all of my Capricorns, very magical year. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are interested in booking a reading with me, go ahead, head over to my Etsy store. I'll leave the link down below, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!